Sue, incredible round, fantastic even. We were on the edge of our seats watching it. You must be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not too bad. The early start helps for sure. Just some spots are like really hot when it's all blocked out. But it wasn't too bad out there. I think we're all glad to get in before the storm, so.
They're definitely forecast for the rest of the week. How'd you get the measure of the grainy greens out there? Being from Melbourne, you now are based just outside the airport in Dallas. You haven't played in Malaysia before. Obviously, it's paying off quite nicely so far.
Yeah, well, I'd actually never played 8 and 9 before I played today, but maybe that's like how I should play. No, I think last week it was quite grainy as well. But last week it was going against like the slope, so it was a bit difficult. But this week most of the grain's going with the slope, and it's just shiny and dark, and it's not too difficult to see out there. Hopefully, I can still see it for the rest of the week.
Now, how important was the bounce back on 2, 3 and 4 after making the turn, so far under par and then having a bit of a slip on the first hole? 2, 3 and 4, that bounce back was pretty critical for you?
Yeah, look, to be honest, like my driving hasn't been that great this year. So I wasn't too upset. I mean, I wasn't happy about it, but I was like, oh well, let's just hit another one. And we actually thought it was out of bounds because on one of the rule sheets it said like the curbside's out of bounds, so we were just double checking to make sure that it was in bounds, and it actually was. And then I hit out of it and I come back with like 15 mosquito or some sort of bug bites on me, and I was like getting really hot. But yeah, I mean 2, 3, 4 definitely helped. I was just like, just make 2 more birdies and maybe just finish back to how I finished the front nine. But yeah, it just kind of worked out really nicely.
Well, you had a 50% birdie rate. I think that's pretty good going into the rest of the week. 9 birdies today. You've obviously lost count.
I didn't know that. But I was like signing, and I was like, for the front nine, it went 6-3-3, 3-3-6. I was like, it's quite a few sixes in the car for a low score. But yeah, I didn't know I made 9 birdies.
Well, the threes evened it out. Great job today.
Thanks, Ali.
Very, very pleasing opening round of 65. And let's have a look at that stretch that Sue was talking about after that double bogey at the first hole. And this is where she thought she might have hit it OB. She said she's not been that pleased with her driving. 110th in drive accuracy she's been, but her putting's been all right, as evidenced by that. And that was really steadying the ship.
Yes, to drop those 2 shots and then come back with that lovely birdie on her 11th hole, the second of the golf course, and then here as well on the 3rd, feeding this beautifully up towards the hole. She did make that putt that got her back on track and erased that double bogey very quickly.
And she was going to go even better than that. After getting 2 shots back, she was going to get a 3rd at the 4th. And that was the stretch she was talking about. It was 6-3-3-3 at that stage.
And this on the 8th. This was her penultimate hole. That shortened follow through, punching it in. And that was a tremendous shot into a difficult pin.
What a day for Suo. And the